Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Sue of Parental World Knowledge. I just want to welcome you. I'm the founder and the owner. And in addition, I'm the president of Artist Barbara Sue Fine Art Studio. We're here today to do some more watercolor painting. If you haven't been watching us, you do need to have a canvas material as opposed to just having watercolor paper. This is what I have. It's just like with the painting on the wall there that has the wood reinforced, but it just doesn't have the wood. Same thing, same canvas. And you can use this for watercolor, the canvas that I have, acrylic or oil. And it is pre-treated so that you don't have to whitewash, and you'd have to paint the whole thing white first. So if you had regular paper that didn't have any treatment. So it's really great. You don't have to do that, bother with that. And secondly, much better to use. I'm sorry if the camera keeps stopping. It's not me stopping it. It's something on Google Hangouts that it's stopping every now and then. All right, so you need a line drawing. If you don't have one, you might not have been watching us. And what that is just the outline. Say you have fruit, you're just doing the outline of the lemon, etc. Every object. You don't have to fill in all the lines, just the outline. And what you need to just do is find something that you really like to paint. You can't just, do what I'm doing if you really don't care for flowers. Think of what you really enjoy to do as a hobby or whatever it is. And whatever you really enjoy will come out the best. And just take gentle strokes. Don't rush through your work. And in addition, just enjoy. That's the most important thing, to just enjoy. And the thing that you need besides that is non-toxic watercolor paints. It comes in a little palette. So that's what you're going to need to use, like this. Okay. And so we go from the art supply store to get what I'm showing you so far. And a sponge. This is artist sponge from the art supply store too. And you're also going to need different size brushes. So you should at least have several. So, you have a small and, several larger brushes. You're going to need professional ones, not from a dollar store. Should, again, be from an art supply store. And you're going to also need a good eraser for when you're doing your line drawing, to be sure that you're not going to have dark shadows of the lines. You don't want to see through the watercolor, the pencil. So if you make errors, you need a good, this is an artist eraser. And in addition, you need color pencils, and they should be as close as you're painting each object. It should be as close. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, but it needs to be close. All right, so, and just do gentle strokes. Take it easy. Don't, rush through your work. And don't expect it to be perfect. If you're looking to be perfect, you might as well start a hobby of photography. It's for art. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be just what your style is. Try to find your own, develop your own style, and, don't do exactly as other artists. Just enjoy it and do what you want to do. And it comes out the best. You need to layer at least a few layers each object. And that's because you don't want to be seeing the pencil marks, and you want gold color. You don't want it to be flimsy. At least a few or more, depending on what you're doing. It's beautiful weather here in West Orange, New Jersey. If anybody wants to come out to our studio, again, we're in West Orange, New Jersey, USA, and you can just call us 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday. Set up an appointment to schedule your free lesson. It will be on the air, and you don't have to have prior experience, so don't worry about that. Puppy and I were up at 6 this morning, nonstop going out. I am so tired. And it's such an aggravating day yesterday because I had a fight to keep my domain. The company didn't take any more payments I started with, but they double billed me for both by having that information, what my charge account is. I should have never given it to them when they asked. They didn't need it. I found out later the bank puts any transaction through on a business account. So if you're ever short, it would still go through. So I had no business giving them my charge, and they, got it to my limit, and I couldn't use it anymore. And then they just took off my domain, even though they had my checking originally. And their policy is to stick with one way of billing, and they didn't. They didn't follow their own policy, and they did fraud by charging my charge account without me approving. I told them to put my checking originally, and then I told them when they had to refund the money to do my charge credit. And I wanted to still be billed on my checking. Well, thank God I didn't lose it. I stayed on the phone nonstop. I was texting them for 24 hours almost, and they weren't responding. And finally they did. So forgive me if I'm, I feel like I'm falling asleep here almost. Yesterday I had to cancel my show, but I did an extra one on Friday because I thought the weather was going to be bad. They said it was going to be a hurricane this past weekend. So I felt I better do my show. And it was a good thing I did because of what happened. I found out on Sunday my website was off. And I was flipping out because I'm front page Google for free by the Google bots. Thank them so much. And at any rate, restoring it, made the error. They changed the billing. I never asked them. Right away when it happened, and then it just kept billing and billing until I was to my limit. So I'm not going to use my charge. I'm just going to pay it off, and so I just didn't report them, or do anything because I was so successful with my business. They came through with that. They messed up about my account, but they made my business very successful, my domain site. So if they didn't put that on, I would have did something, though. I would have had to. I would have had to file fraud charges because they can't just switch from my checking to my charge account without my permission, and that's what they did. And after almost 3 years, it just got to the limit. made 2 payments, but still, you know, the companies, if you're to the limit like that, they don't want to well, and there's international online. It's like the Better Business Bureau, you know, but it's online commerce complaints. So, you know, you do that instead of, and I think it's .gov. It's e-commercecomplaints.gov. So I didn't file it. I, you know, was about to if it didn't go back on. So forgive me if I'm almost falling asleep here, or if I do fall asleep. I didn't sleep that whole 24 hours. I was fighting to get my business back, and I didn't give up till I did. I sent 20 emails, called 6 times, kept checking my site. I didn't give up. Now, in certain areas, like if it's a little tiny area, you know, you could even dot on the paint. You don't have to make big, you know, strokes or, you know, little strokes. Sometimes you have a smaller area, so you just want to dot it on. So other times you can make, you know, if you have a big area, make big strokes. If you have a small area, you can make strokes, little tiny strokes. But if you have a very tiny area, you can just dot it on. And even when you're layering, you know, sometimes you have to dot it on too, because paint could come off a little bit, and you need to dot it on. Well, I'm just so thankful to God I regained my domain, because I'm licensed by the federal government. You know, the license is in my sole name, so I own that domain. And you know, this company that has my domain wanted my domain. They said, temporarily we can take over your domain if you can't afford it. I said, I can afford it. I've been paying it right along for almost 3 years, but you, without authorization, billed my charge, and then it got to the limit. And I keep getting high interest from having a charge. I didn't want it on the charge. I wanted to pay my checking. Or I don't have high interest. Excuse me. But they would never put it back. They made the error, double billing. and then credited my checking and then started charging my charge account, which I never gave them permission to do. Oh, what a nightmare. Now, as I said, I was doing so successfully, I didn't complain. I was 697 by the Google bots with my Alexa rating out of billions of businesses in the world. So, and then to be front page Google. So why would I, want to complain against them? I'm thankful for this company, but when they were holding my domain over my head and they wanted to gain it, that was something else. I had to, if they didn't give it back. And they said, it'd be temporarily that they own it, and no way, because I had the money to pay for it. It's just that they switched the billing, and I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't get them to change it back. I couldn't send money in. Had to be on the charge, which they switched to, which was crazy. And I paid double 2 bills for the charge, but still that was not enough. Because you're towards the end of your credit limit, so they're not going to let you. The company's not going to let you use it. Most companies, maybe not every company, but most. Well, I'm thankful everything worked out. And I thank the people that wrote me and support. I told people what was happening on social media and was getting a lot of positive feedback. And I thank for people who prayed for me, because I was so scared about that. But I just kept praying to God. I was saying, let God take care of it. And He did. If you're off too long, that's not good either, because then the search engines, they stop listing you. I hope it didn't mess things up. I really don't know much about all of that, and I just hope the Google bots are gaining access again, because it was 24 hours, and it's not good. If it doesn't, go right away back on, it could be, over the limit time where, the Google bots can connect. So I really don't understand all that. They sent me a fixing the computer or knowing that much technical. I can work the computer great, but I'm not a technical person to know how to fix it and for real problems like that. I'm not a technical support person. I admit that is not my forte. So I just hope the Google bots are able to gain access again. And I'd asked my son, but he was very busy. Unfortunately, he had a very important matter to take care of. He works with me. He works so full time as an architect, and he was busy with that. And then he's doing remodeling on our home. He's busy with that too. So, and he's just my volunteer. I can't begrudge him if he didn't check that out. So hopefully Googlebots are back. I thank them again. Putting this front page, Google, and I hope that we stay there. Well, if anybody wants again to be on our show, call us Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time, New York time, 973-736-1637, 973-736-1637. Now, if anybody wants a private lesson, it's also the same number, 973-736-1637. Call us Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5. And our appointment would be 9 to 5 for a private lesson. The other lesson, it's only taped at 5. So coming live into our studio, And the best is to do light colors first, because really, you do the dark, you can be getting on the light colors, and you'll have to do more layers. Hi, honey. My puppy's coming. 10 more minutes, baby. I'll take you out. Okay, here he is. He's sticking his head here. He wants to say hello to everybody, huh? Say hello. This is Platinos. Hello. Here's my puppy. He was sound asleep since 6 o'clock all day long, running out and playing with me. And he takes an hour each time to go to the bathroom. He's only 5 months old, and he's an island dog, and I don't know. He just was on his own, roaming all over. So he takes a long time to go. I don't know. All right, let me go back to painting. Can you stay on my lap and be good? Love you, baby. I missed you. I go out 10 times a day or more. There's a guy that helps my son. His friend gave him peanut butter one day without my permission. I said not to do it because I read that puppies might have a reaction. So he did it anyway, and then he got constipated. So forgive me if I'm not quite myself today. Oh, baby doll. Be good, be good. You're my baby. Yes, you are. Good boy. Good boy. I love you. Don't chew my top. Don't chew my top. Don't chew mommy's top. He's teething. Well, I gave you a carrot. And then you know that you're not supposed to do it. Who comes? You know who comes. And he doesn't like it. I created an app with a little character. And it talks to the puppy. About the teething thing. And it has worked between that and the carrot. But when we had the bad weather, he sort of reverted back because he wasn't able to go out and be active like we were. So he was not feeling as good, having more teething problems. If he's out in the sunlight and fresh air, he's doing a little bit better. So, oh no, don't kiss me on my face. I love my puppy, but I don't get kisses in the face. No, baby, I don't like kisses in the face. Nope, 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 nope. No, I don't. I love you, though. Appreciate it. That you mean well. I don't mind you kissing me my hand. I don't mind that, my arm, but don't my face, not my face. All right, baby, almost done. Go bye-bye. Hang in there. Hang in there. Looking for a yellow. I have a few palettes. When you run out of a paint, you should have a few palettes. Stop it, baby. Don't stick your face in the paint. Don't. It's not toxic, but I still don't want you. Don't put the paint on your face. No, baby. Maybe that's a good reason. Your citizens, you don't want people or pets to get the toxic paint. Yes, but we're almost done. You want to get down? You can get down. Or you're just getting comfortable. See, that's how you paint. You just woke up. He always yawns like that. It makes a little sound. Excuse me. So Barbara speaking. There's nothing. You want to get down? You want to get down? I'll let you down. You want to go down? Here. Get back down. Maybe you want to go eat some of your food in the kitchen? Go ahead. Go eat food in the kitchen and some water, and then we'll go out. Okay, my dear? His name is Platinos. My son named him. Well, I'm getting used to the name. It means, it's a Spanish word, platanos, and for banana, plantains. That's a Spanish way of saying plantains. My son got a bargain on a truck a ways back, and I paid for it. It was $800, and he had it registered. And all of a sudden, I get a letter today saying, "Oh, a dealer has looked this over and thinking that it's too low, even though it's a used truck, it's too low for a Ford truck. It's just too low an amount, $800 to buy something." So that's exactly what we spent, and no mistake. And it was because it was one of my son's frat brothers that, referred him to the truck. And he knew this person. And so, he gave us a good deal. He couldn't drive it. He lost his job. He just couldn't fix it, needed fixing. And, we had to fix it. It was like $4,200. So when I paid it. So, for them to ask us for more, we paid enough, $5,000 altogether. To buy it was $800, and then to fix it, and they're asking for more. They want more. Our state motor vehicle. Ridiculous. I can't believe that we got such a deal. It is a good deal, but even with fixing it, it's still a good deal. But I just can't believe that. My son couldn't believe it either. It just seemed very strange. Because we got a bargain, they want to charge us. We got a bargain, that's all. Jeepers. The state is charging enough for taxes and everything else. So leave us alone already. And I'm a senior citizen. I mean, to be harassed. I paid for it, and I don't have that kind of money to pay extra. If it wasn't that cheap, I wouldn't have bought that. We only bought it because we were remodeling our home. And we needed, instead of renting a truck, we bought it to go back and forth to get the supplies. So we be ready to do everything we needed to do. And I can't believe it. They're questioning. After we paid for it, after they register it, now they're saying something? Why don't they say something when we, question it then? And they get truly enough from us, from taxes and what it costs to live in our state of New Jersey, USA. So unbelievable. And, judging by that, the way the truck is, they could think that, it's like worth $10,000, and, the dealer, who knows? No, it wasn't. It was 800. Because we knew somebody, his frat brother, and But it really gets me. I still can't believe our state wants more money. After they already, took their fee. See if they questioned it right then, but then now coming back at us just seems very weird. And our remodeling is costing a fortune. I mean, believe me, there's no way in the world I could buy. This is senior citizen. Well, my son has to fill out a form and send in evidence. I hope all goes well, because I cannot afford. If they're going to charge us more, I have to sell the truck. I can't keep it. I wouldn't have the money to. We got it for like I said, 800. There's no way. No way. After then paying 4,200, I didn't even want to pay that. That was outrageous. But that's what it costs to fix. Awful lot of money. Okay. Well, I pray a miraculous healing prayer for everybody in the world. For peace, strength, good health, good spirit. And I don't heal. I just do the prayer. God heals 100%. Amen. If you don't need it now, maybe at a later time you need that prayer. So please pray to God with me. And God, as I said, does a healing 100%. And I hope everybody has a good day or a good afternoon or good night, wherever you are in the world. And we'll be back tomorrow. And should be about 5 again. Thank you so much. And unfortunately, I was able to get on pretty soon, although there was a little trouble getting on. But thank you so much again. That's why I stayed a little extra. And you take care. Bye now again.